So, hi everyone! Welcome again to another episode of GTV. So, today I'll be talking about one interesting topic na, alam mo yun, na parents really think of, no? So, like ako, I'm an entrepreneur and I'd like Zika, well, kung gusto niya, no? I'd like Zika to be an entrepreneur also when she grows up. Pero I think naman, whatever she plans to be when she grows up, ang important sa akin are the values that you get from being an entrepreneur. So today with me is Mommy or Coach Aiet Dela Torre. So Coach Dela Torre, hi, how are you?
Hello everyone. We're good. How are you guys?
Ayan, kasama ni Coach Aiet ang daughter niya na si Sophie. Sophie is 11, right? Hi, Sophie.
Hello po. Yes. Hello daw.
Ayan. So, si Coach Aiet, she's a business consultant, no? So, and then recently, I saw this poster about a Kidpreneur Program. Maybe you can tell us more, or yung viewers natin, more about the Kidpreneur Program.
Hi guys. So, tama si Mommy Ginger. We're actually having this event and it's called Kidpreneurship. It's basically teaching children now that we are under ECQ or GCQ for that matter, and how are we going to be productive. So this is learning new skills for ages 10, but welcome pa din even if you're younger than 10 kasi smart naman ang mga kids ngayon. So we wanted and we encouraged parents to also join us in this webinar. It's free. It's a 5-day session, and later on I'll tell you what dates and what lessons will be taught per day.
Sige. Siguro, no, Mommy, you can tell us more why you thought about this and how did you come up with this idea?
Okay. The idea is actually coined from several reading materials. So my team and I, our team is called Resolute Life. We wanted to help people be productive and be positive during this time. And together with our offsprings, our daughters and sons, we wanted them to be also looking at what we're doing. Basically, we wanted to teach them how to bake, kunyari, or how to do business, how to think like an entrepreneur. Kasi 'di ba, parang kesa Netflix lang ng Netflix or K-drama, which I'm a fan of it also. But what now, 'di ba? So this was actually presented as an idea with the group, and then parang from our team, we parang chose a topic that we want to discuss that we are good at, hopefully, and then to bring our children as well. So yun siya, more on bonding experience for parents and children.
Ang saya naman. Parang gusto namin sumali dyan. Sige nga, you mentioned online siya and it's a free webinar. Tama ba? Webinar?
Yes, it's a webinar. Yes, sige, this is coming this coming month, June. Okay. Sige. We have the following dates. The first date is June 2nd, which is habit forming. So this will be for kids that are learning na how to, basically that you can train. So siguro mga as early as 3 onwards, diba? Mm-hmm. And then June 4, so every other date is siya. June 4 is how to bake. So we actually asked one of our teammates who bake cookies, the best cookies in town, and that's Auntie Sonia. And then yung first day pala si Teacher Mandy.
Parang ko rin yan, hindi lang si Zika.
Ayan. So we make it a point na we start with the habit with Teacher Mandy. Teacher Mandy is it's a behavioral therapist. So she's also a teacher for young kids. So tama-tama yung young kids, diba? And then the second day is June 4. And this is with Auntie Sonia. Auntie Sonia is a baker and she's also a business.
Sonia's Cupcakes?
No, not really. But their main business as a family business is hardware. Okay. Pero she really likes cooking and she loves to bake. Okay. And so she will be giving us tips also. And then the third one is me with Sophie. Say hi, Sophie. Hi. Ayan. Sophie is actually 11, right? 11. Yeah. So since our business is on consulting and services, we are already starting her with how to draft her own business plan. Yung sobrang easy lang. Pero we wanted to yung put the structure already. So once she gets the hang of it, mabibit-bit na niya yun kahit later on when she grows, diba? And of course, succession planning na rin to.
Oo nga.
So we're starting them early.
Okay.
Yes. The next one, so June 6 ako, everything is at 10 a.m. So June 6 ako, and then after that, June 9, so we skip the, I think, Sunday. June 9 is social media marketing with Riza, with Mommy Riza. And this time, she will be, so yung mga kasing edad ni Sophie or older than her, mga teenager, or maybe as early as mga 8 or 9. Kasi I have 4 kids kasi. So I am also inviting them. My youngest is 7. She's turning 7 this June.
Ayan,
so,
social ka.
Oo, yung pala kasi age niya. So, after nung June 9 is June 11. So, June 11 is Create Legacy of Love with Sheila. Sheila is one of our teammates, and she's one of our coach as well. And that's how the webinar is formed. Basically, we gather all the strengths of each other, and then sabi namin, why don't we give value to people out there, di ba? Mga katulad nating parents. So, why not? Yun, kaya siya nabuo. Yan siya.
So, Coach, so, this is the first run that you've done?
Yes.
Wow.
This is the first run. We will have another run because we are actually parang 16 in the team. Basically, we started at 5 and we wanted to know if this is okay, then maybe we can continue, right? Or maybe if it's really not as what do you call this, as receptive to people. Pero kasi ang dami nating children, so I think it's value adding.
Yeah, tapos
it's just the schedule kasi. Exactly. At saka yung schedule, it's conflict with the other team members. So we will definitely update you if the next run is is happening.
Yes, oo. Pero yun, so after the run, I'm sure you created like objectives for this program. So what do you want out of this, no? Or what do you want parents to get out of this or kids to get out of this?
Okay. So aside from teaching the kids new skill, it's actually sharpening the saw from the parents din naman. So there will be parenting style that will be discussed here, at least for me, on how I motivate kids, on how to think like an entrepreneur. Because as I was growing up, doon ako sa, alam mo yun, medyo Gen X kasi ako. Nabuking na yung age, So, alam mo naman yung mga ganong age, parang employment is really the top priority. But nowadays, it's really different na. So, I will be discussing a little bit of how I parent the children, how I manage the children, the house, all 4 of them, diba? I have a grade 11, a grade 11, a grade 6, and a grade 1. So, parang different strokes, different folks talaga. And what we hope to achieve in this webinar is to actually also teach the parents, aside from the parenting skills that we do at home, yung how they create the legacy of love to their children na if we don't save up now, paano sila in the future? And if you want, and this I know my Indian friends, my friends from India, French and part of their family culture is to actually fund their children to study abroad. I'm not sure if this is also true in the Philippine scenario, but bakit hindi, diba? So those are the things that we can share there in the webinar.
Yes. Sige, Mommy. So how you mentioned na parenting styles, no, and encouraging and motivating your kids. So how can you actually encourage your kids to have that entrepreneurial mindset? Like ako, I really would love to learn, no? And Zeke is my first child, no? So gusto ko like parang syempre kahit paano, no, to instill that as well in her.
Okay. To start with, I will speak their language. So, since they're in YouTube, alam mo na yan, puro games. Ang sinasabi ko lang sa kanila, oh guys, okay lang naman na you sit all day, di ba? Pero medyo dapat ito-tone mo din yung tummy mo. Yung mga gano'n. So, maybe you should, when you exercise, for example, maybe you can record yourself and upload it in YouTube. Yung ganon. So I had my eldest do that. And I can share that also with you guys if you want. So, nagbigay siya ng challenge in YouTube na I have the 7-minute exercise.
Yeah.
I challenge you. So, may mga ganon. So, another is, so that's one, you speak your language on the language that they understand. Another is, when you go to school, did you know that your seat in school costs this much? So, in-account ko lahat. Yung sweldo ni Yaya, per day ha, yung tuition per day, yung transfer per day, etc., etc. So, parang we come up at this number na 500 pesos. Whenever you go to school, you have to recite. You have to do your assignment. You have to engage because your seat in school costs this much. So, parang kung hindi mo kasi siya i-quantify, diba? Parang they'll just take it like, okay, so I'm going to wake up, go to school, and then come back home and play, and then study, and repeat.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganon. So,
yes.
With my youngest child naman, the 7-year-old, of course, she's also in iPad always, diba? So I told her, can you set the alarm twice a day? And then you come back to me pag nag-alarm siya. Pag nag-alarm siya, you have to answer the game that we uploaded in your iPad together. So parang may bonding kami. But she needs to understand that she needs to commit to the alarm, not twice a day dapat. So those are the things. Yun.
Nice.
So parang being present, diba?
Ang galing naman. Ang galing naman. So, meron din, di ba? Parang, kasi I've seen other parents, no, like pressure their kids when it comes to like being an entrepreneur. Kasi nga, alam nila na parang, being an entrepreneur, dyan ka talaga kita ng pera, alam mo yun? Or some parents would say na, mag-YouTube ka, yan. Kasi pag mag-videos ka,
to monetize.
To monetize it.
Right.
So, for some naman, di ba, I've read that it can be pretty toxic also kasi, di ba, for the kids na parang pinapressure mo sila na hindi naman talaga nila gusto, no? So,
correct.
What are the other things that you've seen in parents that they do, no, that we should actually try to avoid doing?
So, yun nga, parang if you don't speak their language kasi, they will repel what yung sinasabi mo sa kanila. And I think that's important kasi once they shut yung communication, two-way communication, mawawala na siya eh. And that's essential. Kapag nawala yun, they will hear you out but they won't listen to you. Magkaiba kasi yun eh. So, what I do lang, and sometimes I'm also guilty of this, syempre hindi naman tayo perfect parent. We're also learning in the process, diba? Kasi this is parang self-imposed na this is how you do it. So, what I do is I make them parang friends kami. So you can confide in me, I confide in you also. If you have heartbreaks, if you don't like how I said things, yung the manner of how I ask you things, yan. Yung sasabihin mo sa akin. So kasi mommy dapat medyo requesting ang tone mo or something like that. So yung pagiging entrepreneur, I insert that in sa mga likes nila. For example, Sophia here likes to draw. She likes Scratch. I'm not sure if everybody is familiar with Scratch, but it's basically parang yung magic board natin dati, yung ginaganon. Na sinusulatan mo, tapos binubura mo. So parang ganun siya.
Tinataas mo.
Yes. Correct. Pero this time, it's online. So may mga programming effects sila. Na para sa akin, wow. Diba?
Galing naman.
Oo. So, pag nagtutalk ako, I would request her na, gawa mo naman ako ng presentation. So this is what I have in mind. Put it in Scratch. And that she did. And then, ang nangyari, nagulat din yung audience ko because my audience are all adults. Pero I'm showing them a very simple Scratch drawing. But I told them na, did you know that my 11-year-old did that for me? Yung context sa akin.
Okay.
Pero the visuals is from her. So,
Mm-mm.
parang nung nag-ano na kami, nagto-talk na ako, and before I end my presentation, I asked her, Sophia, can you come into the room? I'll just show, I'll introduce you to everyone to just acknowledge, you give credit to her, and she feels really good. So parang, little did she know, cover your ears. Little did she know that I'm already preparing her to do what she likes doing because something good is coming out of it.
Yeah.
So yun yung para sa mga parents na you will tell them lang, you will download lang the information. It's okay. Pero hindi kasi siya sustainable. Parang the child needs to learn his value or her value, that she can actually do things on her own and be credited for it. Parang as parent, I always thought na I am always a supporting actress. Hindi ako yung bida sa buhay nila. Yun. Ganun siya.
That's nice, no? Kasi talagang parang yung wish naman natin, like, for kami, no, kami ng husband ko, what we really wish for our kids later on, if to be is really independent later on, di ba, in life, na kahit na kunwari wala kang sabi nila, they can make the right decision, they can make the right choices. Diba?
Yes.
So, eto naman. So, I've seen this also kasi I'll tell you one thing. Meron ako isang story about Zika. Like si Zika, for some reason, sobrang siyang creative. Tapos, alam niya kasi na if she wants something, she needs to sort of work for the money for that, diba? So, pwedeng gawa siya ng video. Gano'n. So, kunwari, sponsored video, kailangan niya samahan ako sa ibang video.
Nice.
So, or, may isang time though, syempre na walang video, no? Wala kaming, like, let's say, walang sponsored post or walang client. Ang ginawa niya, tinix niya yung room niya, tapos nagpa-room tour siya. Kasi every Friday, may mga friends kami over for game night. So may mga board, naglalaro kami board with our friends. So ang ginawa niya, nagpa-room tour siya sa mga kaibigan ko. So, bawat tour, 100 pesos. So, papasok siya. These are my stuffed toys. This is my wall. This is my bed.
Nice.
So, may ganon. So, some people might think that it's a predatory behavior, no? So, parang, ano ba yan? Mukhang pera naman, di ba? Kasi hindi mo maiwasan eh. May mga tao talaga that who see like ganong kind of behavior.
Iba yung orientation.
Oo, di ba? Parang, ano ba yan? Mukhang pera, hindi mo dapat ginagawa yan. Pero for us, we see it as something, wow, sobrang creative niya, di ba? Parang, hindi ko nga pinagagawin ko yun eh. Alam mo yun? Naisip niya. Like, ang question ko is, where do you actually draw the line? Obviously, yung values din naman na namin turo is, syempre, actually, naging proud nga ako dun eh, kasi, syempre, naging creative siya to look for means and ways, diba, of how to earn money, diba?
Yeah.
Pero yeah, diba, where do you draw the line sa ganong klaseng scenario, for example?
Siguro, syempre, we only act on the area or circle of influence natin, something that we can control. So, for example, yung aking values as I was growing as a child, or now that I become a parent, yun din yung na-download ko sa mga bata. So kapag nakikita ko na they're trying to be more creative than me, and parang feeling ko, parang hindi yata yan yung nakagisnan ko, because if it's something different, you feel off, right? I try to pinapa-interpret ko sa kanila. So why did you do that? And then what is your rationale, or what is the explanation behind why did you post your video in YouTube? Tapos or why do you keep on drawing? Bakit hindi ka maggawa ng book? Bakit ganon? Or something to that effect, na yung katulad ng sinabi mo na ay parang grabe naman, ganyan ba sila nagpapalaki? Parang ganyan. So, I think it's all about understanding from the person or from the child herself kung bakit niya nagawa yun. And I think pretty much if that came from a child, it's not biased, it's innocent, and they just wanted to learn, diba? And they are actually tapping that intelligence. Diba, we have a lot of intelligences, multiple intelligences, diba? So parang if we tap that kind of strand na, kakaiba yung pagiging creative mo, we just acknowledge. Pero, we actually ask more para we can understand. Kasi, syempre, iba na yung generation nila ngayon. Para sa kanila, native kasi sila ng information technology. Tayo, adapter na lang. So, talagang dun palang may gap na. What more if it's outside home, right? So, I think it's understandable na that the approach is a little different. Parang ako din, kung tatanungin ako ng mga co-parents ko, bakit niya ginawa yun? I will tell her, you actually have to talk to her because she is the one that actually made that breakthrough. yung creativity na yan, sa kanya nang galing. So, I think it will be best, parang ganon. I will mitigate it that way. I wouldn't be justifying what my child did, but I will help or I will empower the child to actually reason out or to tell them or to give the rationale. Ganun. Siguro ganun yung gagawin ko. That's how I draw the line.
Ang ganda ng approach na yun. Ang ganda ng approach na yun because I never thought of it that way then. No? Kasi siguro as parents, we're quick to sort of like judge our kids and, bawal yan, diba? Or hindi yan pwedeng gawin. Or
puro no.
Gawin, diba? Laging no, diba? Ano mang ginagawa? Pero yun nga puro bakit mo dapat i-ask mo rin like, why did you think of doing that? What was your reason? Kasi kung nanong masisi ka, sagutin niya rin naman sa'yo na, why? I did hard work. That was hard work. So sa kanya, may effort siyang nilabas talaga for it. So, tama, no?
Correct.
We should ask the kid.
Para hindi rin sila, para hindi rin sila defensive. Kasi if we started saying or making them feel na parang something is wrong, parang they will feel na there's something wrong. Parang ganon. Magsa-self-doubt sila. Di ba we're nurturing them, we're empowering them how to be more creative. Actually, I want them better than me. So, tatanungin ko, I'll be very curious. And in return, yung relationship, once we build it that way, parang di ba, if you want people to be interested in you, you get to be interested to them first. Parang Dale Carnegie lang, diba? You have to gain more friends. You have to be interested to them, on them. Ganyan. So, it's the same principle that I use para mag-open up din sila.
Iba na talaga din yung mga bata ngayon You really have to treat them as individuals also with their own like choices.
Yes.
Lalo na kunwari, hindi mo naman kilala yung kid tapos may nakita ka. You really just have to ask. Hindi mo rin naman, it's not in your possession also to ask bakit nyo, mag-judge, diba? Or bakit nyo ginawa. So you have to ask kasi hindi mo rin alam from bakit niya naisip yun or anong nakita niya sa situation.
Saan siya nanggagaling.
That she reacted or he reacted that way. So tama dapat naman talaga you dig deeper. Sige.
Saka on the flip side of the coin naman, I will also know how am I projecting as a parent. Kasi if you ask questions, they will be able to tell you na are you doing a good job or not? Parang ganon. So, diba? So, if they are being, diba, if they're being open to you, if they are cultivating that creativeness that way, in a good way naman, tapos wala namang na-hurt na people, ibig sabihin, you're doing a good job. So, pat yourself in the back, diba?
Wala namang nasaktan diba? Yeah. That's true. In fact, pag ganun nga kung kunwari ayaw mag-room tour, natuturuan siya like to handle rejection. Kung ayaw, diba? No, I don't like, diba? So, yeah, that's true. So, ano yung mga tips mo? Siguro, this is my final question. No? So, what are your tips kaya for other parents and for other parents on how to go about this, no? On how to teach them the values of entrepreneurship?
Siguro actually this ECQ period gave me the time kasi talagang if I'm gonna tell them how am I now and before, mas okay ngayon, mas they open up, mas nakakapag-usap kami because there's time to actually bond. Now, siguro ang tip ko lang, make use of this time to bond with the children and kahit naman nasa bahay, di ba, pag mommy talaga kulang ang 24/7. Tama tama yan, di ba?
Yes,
Kulang.
totoo.
Oo, lalo na kapag nasa bahay. So, siguro ang tip ko lang is that you talk to your children more. Kasi yung gap ngayon and bukas, hindi na yun babalik. At saka yung generational gap na I have kids that are approaching puberty, who has reached puberty, very important na we are present. Yon. So, as I've mentioned a while ago, I was employed for the past 15 years, and I did not really see the times that I missed as they were growing up, as compared to parents that are working from home. And I really feel good na I had that time. So bonding is one. Make use of the time to bond. Learn the skill together. Kasi pag may gano'n, may bonding na, di ba? You learn pa, and then they get to ask you questions. And that's where the friendship comes in also.
Galing.
Pretty much it's more making time for each other. Tsaka yung alam mo naman yung children, ang yung child, if something's wrong, as a mom, you have that gut feel. Pero mas maganda if naka-confirm yung gut feel, kasi minsan they tend to shy away because they have the gadgets. So parang gusto ko friend din nila ako kaysa sa mga chat nila, diba? Dapat part din ako nun. Nanghihimasok diba? So dapat part. Ganyan.
Oo, nako. That's true. Maganda yung sinasamang alarm, gagawin ko yan. Twice a day.
Alarm, mabilis. Lalo na sa 7-year-old, my gosh. Parang, minsan nga, hindi pa siya nakaka-commit. Sabi ko, what did they tell you about commitment? Ang hirap ituro yan. Commitment. Ang hirap ituro.
Yeah, parang, kakasabi ko lang this morning about that, Zika. So, sobrang fresh sa memory ko yung word na yan. Sabi ko lang, di ba you committed to this?
Ayan. So, yun. Parang bit by bit siya, baby steps on how we teach. Para, kasi hindi naman din nila mat-take everything all at once.
Yeah, that's true.
Mommy Ginger.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Aiet.
You're welcome.
Do you want to invite them for the last time? Like, you invite them to your Kidpreneur Program.
Yes, we would like to invite everyone starting next month, June 2 until June 11. But on June 6, we'll be the one to present how to draft your business plan. So if you complete the entire June 2 until 11, badges and certificates will be provided. This is actually for all parents and children ages 10 and up. If you have younger children, just encourage them to join. It'll be fun, and we hope that you will learn from us also. The objective of the webinar is to create the legacy of love to your children. And it's free. Yon.
Yes,
it's
okay.
Free.
So thank you so much, Coach Aiet,
You're welcome.
guesting. And thank you, Sophie.
Yes.
All right. Sige.
Alrighty.
Okay, so that's another episode of GTV. Please like, subscribe, share, and click on the notification bell for more videos. Bye!
Bye!